Alright guys, I told you I would be doing another video, and I was right. I was able to do another video. Alright, so here's to recap. I did Calfer's Renderman, which was a laggy sack of shit. Literally, a laggy sack of shit. And then I did Hammer Editor's Walkway Wars, version 3.2, which also sucked. The map was too small, first of all, and the weapons didn't fit the style. Alright, so let's find another server. Yeah, to save you some begging, I might do Pecons this time, but for now I'm gonna do Jorger's RPG, and the reason why the server title is green is because it was on my favorites, because at that time I used to like it until everything turned to the worse. So once again, I am alone in this server, thank God, because the people in this server can be jackasses most of the time. The server is basically kind of like Perfect World, Realms Online. It's mostly just like that. You have a PvP option, /PvP on, PvP off. Alright, the maximum level is somewhat like World of Warcraft. There's level 20, and that's pretty much it. I should say, 2 level 20, actually I had 3 level 20s at one time, but that was pretty much it. I had level 20 warrior, which is basically a melee user. Then there's archer, and then there's mage. This one's my mage. He's level 14 for some reason. I had him on 20, don't know why. I gave away all my stuff, at least I thought I did, because I was gonna quit, and I did. The only reason why I'm here is so I can rant about how awful it is. The magic doesn't even work. And the thing is, you can't actually start, you can't start your game at all. This door is broken, meaning you can't do anything at all. I'm gonna suicide right here and see if it's fixed. You can't even start your journey. That's how bad it is. Credits? Bullshit, you don't need credits if the server sucks so much, and the credits don't even work. Nothing works. You know, I'm gonna cheat right here. The spells don't even work, that's how bad it sucks. You can't even get past the first gate without having some sort of error. That is how bad it sucks on this server. Nothing works. The credits don't even fit how bad this server is. I'll give credits to Jorger for making probably the only RPG in here that is actually a failure. Okay? I don't care if he used Mission Editor, I don't care if he used Gary's mod, I don't care what kind of system he used to make this server. It just plain sucks. I mean, before there was a new update on this server, when I still played, this server used to crash every 5 seconds I joined. And everyone crashed when that happened. So, you pretty much can't do anything here without crashing 5 minutes later at that time. Now that's pretty much fixed for the most part. But now, you can't even exit the spawn area. I mean, look, I'm just spam clicking, basically, and it's not even working. And most of the jackasses here are level 20s who have PvP on all the time. And when someone asks how to turn on PvP, they tell them how, and then they do it. And what's the stupid thing is they're standing right next to them, and they're probably level 1. All you have to If they're a mage, just take lightning out. Just click, and they're dead instantly. They're jackasses. This server doesn't even deserve to be on the list. I'm surprised it's still up. I don't know how Calfitter, I don't know how affiliates, I don't know how anyone allowed this server to be still up and running. Technically, it's not even running because it's not working. So case in point, this server isn't even worth... This server doesn't even deserve right to be on the server list. It should be in the fail bin on the Blockland forums for all I care. That way no one has to access it because it sucks so much. Moving on. Alright. Let's do Fordlightning's Naval Fort Wars. I haven't done the naval portion of it, but I have done another part of his Fort Wars. It was just a regular Fort Wars. So, naval, I can already assume that this is water related. So, and water isn't my best specialty, especially when it comes to Fort Wars. So, I can already tell, alright, now it's just regular Fort Wars. Okay, I can deal with that. Still, I can probably already tell this server's gonna suck. I do like Fordlighting though. He is a cool guy. But servers aren't his best specialty, I would say. Only because he can't manage to control a whole number of people. My Fort Wars would probably be far much better. Only because I can control everyone. That's incredible, Maximus. Too bad not a single fuck was given today. Alright, so while I'm waiting a lot, I'll probably just give a generalization about Fordlighting. He's got a couple admins. Most of them are badmins, though. Preferably Ravenstar. Probably himself, also. His server, it runs well, actually. No one really crashes, except, you know, that guy that just crashed. Well, at least I think he crashed. He probably just left from boredom of waiting. Servers, there's probably going to be a lot of spawn killers. I don't know, I haven't been on his servers a whole lot, so I wouldn't know, but there probably are a lot of spawn killers, so that needs to be fixed. Alright. Don't be a dick with the A10 and P51D, no builder killing, no event abuse, changing data blocks, ECT. Event abuse is considered anything that may make you a harder target or other battle enhancements. Don't spawn kill, common sense. There's so many rules here, he didn't even have enough room to put them all in. And look at that. How are we supposed to top with that? And that's discriminating to whatever country that belongs to. I mean, look at that. There's no way anyone can compete with that. I can already see 1, 2, 3, probably 4 somewhere. 4 heavy machine guns just sitting there waiting. They're probably bottlized too, which means they have AI properties, which means they can practically aimbot you if you get close enough. How can anyone compete with that? I mean, the 4 that I have up there on my server, my turrets are bottleized, and they're anti-air turrets. They're not like those that can aim down. But honestly, how is anyone supposed to compete with that? Alright, the one thing I like is that he doesn't have the oxygen mod enabled. That means I can stay underwater as long as I want, if I don't get shot already. Alright, so default weapons. RPK-74. G7. Who would even use this G17 if you have an RPK-74? Unless you have like a really good trigger finger, don't use it. Plus it takes so long to reload, I would just rather use the OSR, old school rifle. Let's see if he has it. Butterfly knife, brick namer, chemical grenade, G17, G18, G3, G36, gas mask, horse ray, that's useless. Alright, one thing that I do notice, he's got the M19, M119 howitzer shells. He's got the mortar, that's good. SVD sniper, that's alright. They probably all require ammo as well, but I don't see an ammo pack. That's probably the worst part about it. Alright, I have to say, he's got a poor idea about what maps really fit Fort Wars. I just gotta say that right now. It's making me throw up right now. Emerald Isles, that's really for an SS war, or capture the flag on the island, like a flag, or like a King of the Hill type of thing, because there's a hill right there. You can see it right in the middle of the screen, right behind his face. You can clearly see a hill. It's not King of the Hill if there's no hill. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of water around. If drowning vehicles is enabled, you're pretty much screwed if you have a car or a tank or whatever. No shit, there's waves. You're on a freaking island. Jesus Christ. It's not that Captain Obvious. Alright, well, the one thing that's new to Blockland is the moving sky. Normally there aren't moving skies at all. And what is this? What is he doing? I bet it's something that I can't compete with on my Fort Wars. And look at that! It is! How am I supposed to compete? It's the same freaking base. How is anyone supposed to compete with that? I can't compete this little tiny brick with that thing. I mean, sure, I can have a mortar, but that's not gonna do anything. That's discriminating to Mexicans. Spicy Mexican? Dude, seriously? Could your name be any more unoriginal and racist? I mean, give me a break. He's moving it up closer. Alright, now I can see this in full view. Alright. I see a whole bunch of spam that's not needed. I mean, look at that. I can see 1x2s. I can see cubes. I can see what looks like 1x1 poles. I can see this flag that's not even waving. It's not a flag if it's not waving. Give me a break. How fake could that be? And there's those machine gun turrets I was talking about. And there was 4. There's one hiding back there. There's one here, one here, one here. Vehicle hog much. There's a P-51D Mustang. That thing is just a vehicle hogger. I mean, I probably won't even be able to spawn one of my own. The map is fine. It's good for like tank wars or battleship or whatever. But that, no. I mean, I could just go on and on about how good this map is. But compared to what he's doing, take another look at that. That thing is enormous. It's probably going to cause a whole bunch of problems to other people. I mean, alright, checking ping. Not even dropping below 100. Spiking out at 250 ping. Because of that thing. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be a steamship? If it's a steamship, why is it... Alright, I'm going to check if it's connected to the ground. Alright, now I know it's a carrier ship, because it's not connected to the ground. So at least this guy has some kind of imagination value. But, really? Do you need to have something that enormous? I mean, I could imagine how difficult that is to defend. Like, no problem. I could picture how difficult that must be to defend. The smaller your base is, the better it actually is. I'm just going to say that right now. The better it is. And the team choices, too. Like, seriously. Bad Moons with a Z? What the hell is this supposed to be? Call of Duty? Server Navy? I didn't know that a single server had its own navy. I liked your old name better, Moonblazer21. That name was better than Spicy Mexican. For heaven's sake. Don't be a racist little bitch. Oh my god. And the saddest thing is, you can't even use jets to get around. You're just moving so slow like this. All the way through the map. And there's like 10 different islands. You'll never find your target in time. What the hell's UNS supposed to be? Honestly. No originality. Well, probably originality. Probably very low quantity. The game quality, I guess, is pretty good. But online daters, they're not really much of a problem here on Blockland. Like I said, the community's a whole lot better. Alright. One thing I really don't like about Emerald Isles is all the useless trees. I mean, yeah, I can stand in them and snipe. They would give me some type of cover. But they're useless to vehicles. I'll spawn a vehicle right now. It'll be absolutely useless. Plus with all the hills and crap, obstacles in the way, gunfire. This is a freaking Toyota Prius. What the hell are you talking about? Not to mention about all the water in the way. If I was heading right for a tree, just a quick reflex could send me off a ramp going right into a pit of water. Prime example right now. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I did do that on purpose to set an example. I mean, give me a break. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to, like, spawn a jet and bomb everyone in the... Look how huge those trees are. I mean, give me a... And there's so many of them, too. I could just imagine a tank going through all of those obstacles and getting shot at and getting bombed, getting tossed around by the hills. I mean... And the color set, too. What's the color set supposed to be like? Is this a terrain builder, or is this... Look at this. It's got its own terrain color set. This is supposed to be dirt. This is probably sand. This is probably rock of some kind or shit. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Grass? Grass? Dirt? Sand? Sand and dirt? Practically sand. Oh my god. What is this supposed to be? Water? Water's blue, not freaking gray. What's this? Magma? Or crap, I have no idea. Is this chocolate? That sucked. I could just go on this. I could just go on about this all the time. Would it make a difference? Not at all. Wouldn't surprise me if there's fall damage. Alright, there's no fall damage. One thing that Fort Wars are practically known for is having fall damage enabled. Which means if you fall, like, even the smallest distance because of the crappy Blockland physics, you could get killed for falling 3 feet. And it wouldn't matter if you were crouched or not. It wouldn't matter if you were using shift, which practically prevents you from fall damage almost 75% of the time. You know, it's not that great. Alright, I'm done with this one. Verdict, it's alright. It's decent for Fort Wars. Not much on the map selection. It's alright. Alright, here's another Fort War. I can just tell this one's no good. For one thing, 1 out of 10 players, 0 bricks. It's not even a frickin' server. Free builds I'm not even gonna review on. I mean, give me a break. They're pretty much just gonna be a spam fest full of idiots shooting at you, distracting you from building. Practically go somewhere and die in a hole. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be doing another video. I might do this one on pecans this time, just to shut everyone up about comments. So I guess that's gonna be it for this one. Those 2 servers sucked ass. I don't even want to go on them anymore. Alright, Pecan 7's coming up in the next video.